You know, a show that I at first did not care too much about, but I have gradually, slowly, but surely been getting more and more interested in it is the new Game of Thrones series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Now, they dropped a trailer for it a little while ago, and it looked pretty good. Well, now they have dropped what they are calling the final trailer. Of course, this thing debuts in mid January, so it's coming out soon. Had a chance to watch this trailer. So, Rob, let me go over to you first on this. You watched the trailer too. What did you think about this trailer? Has it done anything to increase your excitement for the show? Are you excited about it at all? How are you feeling about it?
I've been excited since what we saw first. Now, this trailer put me over the top with it. I can't wait to see this show. You know what, John? There was a little bit of that Dungeons and Dragons vibe that we loved so much in that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
And not everything, again, the story of Game of Thrones was about the end of the world. It was apocalyptic. But I've always been fascinated by what's daily life like in Westeros. And everything about this trailer I thought was wildly entertaining. I can't wait to see this. And I think in terms of making different kinds of shows inside the Seven Kingdoms, House of the Dragon is essentially similar to Game of Thrones, but this shows that you can tell a much different story that has an entertainment level that's very different, that is, dare I say it, really fun to watch without incest and murder and dragons, even though you've got that probably too. But I thought this trailer was great, and I can't wait to see the show.
You know what the trailers have really done for me? They've made me really get interested in this lead character, Dunk. I mean, Egg comes across as really fun and really funny too. But the whole like little things like, how good of a knight are you? You'll see. And then he starts to walk out and he goes the wrong way. It was a very Steve Carell kind of moment, right? He goes, nope, it's this way. So I like the fact that they're kind of balancing in this, this Game of Thrones heaviness and seriousness, but they're also bringing in a little bit of a different note as well, a little bit of a lighter note at the same time. And then you get, lest you think it's too light, he's like, there's that scene in the trailer where he's sitting on the horse. It's like, has there no honor left in the noble houses of Westeros and stuff like that? Like, I just thought it was great. Then it looks like in the trailer that it starts very small scale, and the trailer seems to suggest that it gets very large scale by the time we're going to get closer to the end of this thing.
Yes.
And again, look, the purpose of a trailer, we say this all the time, whether it's for a movie or for a TV show, the whole purpose of a trailer is to take our excitement level, our enthusiasm level, wherever it's at, no matter how big or small, it's supposed to take it and bump it up a bit. And the trailers have been doing that for me, and this one especially. I'm not going to say, Rob, that I'm as looking forward to this as I am for the next season of House of the Dragon. Like, especially knowing like where things are going to be going for House of the Dragon now. Like I love that show. I cannot wait for this. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm as excited for it, but I've gotten a lot more excited for this one than I have been. And part of the
100%.
reason, Rob, is because it also looks like it's clearly in the same world as House of the Dragon, about 100 years removed or 70 years removed, whatever. But it's in the same world, yet it feels very distinct and unique. Like,
Yes.
what do you notice the differences between like what we've got in House of the Dragon and how this one looks so far?
Well, tone. I mean, that was my biggest one. It feels like that there's more of an adventuring aspect to this, more of a coming of age story where it's focusing on one person as opposed to different factions that were bouncing around. So you're going to see this one man's journey through the world as he has his young squire and, of course, his, call it the sidekick, the short round, the Chewbacca, whatever's this kid, his squire. And it seems to me that it isn't like life is an adventure as opposed to being uh constantly at war. And I feel that the spirit of this is very different, and it harks back to more adventure movies as opposed to being movies about war and destruction.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Hey guys, we are right now in the middle of the holiday season, and this is always the time of year when traditions take center stage. For me, one of the small traditions I've had for myself since I was a teenager is taking at least one night during the Christmas season to just spend completely by myself, to just reflect on the year that was and how I want to improve myself in the year that's coming. The holidays can be joyful, but they can also be stressful, overwhelming, even lonely. So if you're thinking about starting therapy or getting back into it, BetterHelp is a great way to begin. BetterHelp has fully licensed therapists who work under a strict code of conduct, and they do the matching work for you. The way it works is you fill out a short questionnaire. They use over 12 years of experience to match you with someone who fits your goals. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime from their tailored recommendations. With over 30,000 therapists and more than 5 million people served, the platform's average live session rating is 4.9 out of 5 from more than 1.7 million reviews. So this December, start a brand new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's betterhelp.com/Campea. All right, guys. Question is for you. Did you have a chance to see this new trailer for the Game of Thrones series, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms? I admit, I was not very interested in this at first, but I have gotten interested in this. I actually can't wait for this show to start. Whatever you guys thought about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.